Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing more Syndra. I have a pro quest on Saturday. I'm pretty excited. I have been playing Aurora so much at a competitive level over the last, 6 to 8 months. I mean, Aurora hit LL in, 6 months, 7 months, something like that. So I've been playing Aurora so much over the last 6 to 7 months at a competitive level that I have not really spent the time to dig into the deck and really try to explore the avenues that I can go with the different deck and cards that we can try and things that might be good in certain situations. And so the I don't know, just the act of going through all the cards and trying different things and listening to suggestions and seeing all the people in the chat who know more about the hero than me, it's been a lot of fun and I've really enjoyed it. Just kind of exploring Syndra has been really cool. The deck's very fun and I really enjoy playing it. So yeah, anyway, that's where we're at. We're hanging out tonight. We're going to talk about the deck a little bit here, and then we're actually going to play some games against Mason. He is one of our locals. He's a buddy of mine. He plays a lot of Prism, and Prism seems to be a matchup that Syndra really struggles into. So I think we're going to play a couple of games and really try to just see if we can make the Prism matchup feel just a little bit better. We have some sideboard tech for it. I don't know if it's going to make it any better, but we'll see what happens. So, yo, Mekado, Ben, Stav. Oh, it's Rogan. Rogan, dude. You missed me there for a minute, dude. Rose and Moose, what is up, everybody? Guys, thanks for being here and hanging out. I appreciate y'all chilling. Let's take a look at the deck. I did make a few changes to the deck on Tuesday night when we ended the stream that I haven't got to test. On Tuesday, we didn't play any copies of Art of the Dragonblood in the deck. Now, admittedly, only being on 9 1-cost cards and being on 9 blues means that this doesn't feel as great, but I still think this being a 0 for 4 that really uses the fealty tokens is very, very powerful. I like adding this breakpoint attack. I really like that it uses our fealties. So right now we're on 9 blues, we're on 3 copies of Ignite, and we're on 2 copies of Art of the Dragonblood. I really like this build. It looks really good. I have yet to really have a chance to play a ton of games with it, so I'm hoping that we can just, I don't know, have a good feel with the deck tonight. I don't know, the deck looks cool. I really like the 2 of slots and how we've kind of lined everything up, so we'll see how it feels tonight. Sideboard is not much different. I haven't changed that at all. We ended up on 3 copies of Blanche because it's a card that we can cast that does work out also as a popper around Herald of Triumph, which I think feels pretty good. We swapped in Breaking Point over Command and Conquer. That card felt really, really good on Tuesday. I really like this card. A card that has seriously impressed me in the deck so far has been Imperial Seal of Command. Rose threw this card at me, I think, last week when I played the deck for the first time, and I was pretty skeptical about the card, to be honest, but this card's been an absolute all-star. I love this in specific matchups. I'm debating if we should be on this in the Jarl matchup as well. I know that I'm playing it against Florian, but I don't know if I should be on it against Jarl, and so I'm kind of up in the air about that. Also, Dot threw some really cool tech our way with Sound the Alarm. This card has just been absolutely impeccable since we started playing it, so I really like it. It's felt really clean in the deck. I like it a bunch. The 1 for 5s work really well to be able to be sideboarded in, and they're really clean. And Trent kind of brought up something here. My man talking about Bolfar in the chat. I'm actually excited to kind of take a look at that before we start. Do you have the remembrances for Jarl? I am not on remembrance for Jarl. Yo, is that a thing? Are people playing remembrance for Jarl in the sideboard? Is that a real thing? Is that actually a game plan? I didn't even know that was a real thing, dude. That's some crazy tech. For anybody who did not see it earlier, is there another spoiler reveal? Oh, there is. So we're going to take a look at the spoilers here for just a second before we play some games. These are the heroes that are going to be in the I can't remember what it's called. I honestly can't remember what it's called, but they look pretty cool. The pit fight thing, maybe that's what they're called, pit fights. I'm not sure. One of them is called Bolfar Bare Hands, and it is a bare-handed guardian, which is really cool, who looks like he's just jamming 2 people together. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know, all these heroes look pretty cool. I like that there's a new Victor. I have to admit, Victor looks even more like a douche in this picture than he did in the original art. I don't know. Instant, choose an opponent. The first card they reveal for their next clash gets +1. When they win that clash, you create a gold token. Yo. Whenever you attack, you may destroy 3 gold you control, and the attack gets +3 and dominate. That's kind of cool. I won't lie, that's kind of sweet. Apparently, we've had some new cards drop. I did see the Macho Grande. The new Macho Grande art is pretty cool. I actually really like this. This is really cool. Smash Palace, that's what it's called. Thank you, Moose. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Annabelle? Oh, that's right. That's the idiot who rides him. Thank you, Annabelle. See, Annabelle's pulling me back into, like, Reigns here. See what I did there? Reigns. All right, flatten the field. 4 for 8 with Crush. When this deals 4 or more damage to a hero, destroy a Seismic Surge token they control. So this is strictly only good in the Mirror and in that Guardian deck and the Guardian thing. When this defends, you may reveal a card with Crush from your hand. If you do, create a Surge token. Yo, this card slaps, dude. This card is awesome. Crash and Bash. Block 4, reveal a card with Crush in your Volda deck and create a Surge. Insane. When this deals 4 or more damage to a hero, destroy the top card of their deck. Yo, a 3 for 7. This card's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, this card's pretty sweet. I like this card quite a bit. Mastery Pack Guardian. So these are in the Mastery Pack Guardian set. I'm so glad they're giving us new tools. I'm so glad they're giving us new tools, and it's just not the same stuff over and over again. I think that the new tools are going to do a really good job and like really help mix up the metagame a little bit. So it should be pretty good. I'm excited. All right, now that we've talked about the deck a little bit here, let's just go ahead and jump into some games with Mason here. Oh, do I already have the deck over here? Is this the deck list, or was I playing something else earlier? That's weird, because I don't remember playing any games. I'm just going to do Classic Constructed so that we can take stuff back. Mason's pretty cool about, you know, not trying to take stuff back and like only taking stuff back that matters. Mason's pretty chill about that. So we'll send him the game invite, and then we'll get some games going. We're going to start out with some Prism reps tonight, which honestly I like. I think it's something we need. So we're going to be on Flamescale Furnace in this matchup because it helps block a little bit. And then I think against Prism we want to go second. We're going to be on Breaking Point. We're going to be on Blanches, and we're going to be on Shelters. So I want Shelters because I want to be able to, like, you know, block effectively. The Breaking Point is a good card, and then I like Blanche as a popper. And we're just going to try and run it like this and see what happens here. With new going, been playing a lot of Volda already. I think Volda's actually got a really good place in the metagame. Like, as my brother would say, or any one of my brothers would say, on God, for real, for real. It's the kind of nonsense my siblings say. So we're playing against Prism. We are going second. They're probably going to get a hit here, which does not feel great. Man, do I want to keep the Spreading Flames and try to go wide? I think I'm going to have to try and keep it, right? I mean, maybe we keep the Breaking Point and we just block 8. Nah, I think we're just going to have to commit to taking whatever comes after this. I think it's just what's going to have to happen here. Yeah, Mason hits us with another 1 for 7. Spreading Flames is too good. If we had a Blanche, I would have given it up on the first card, and then we would have blocked this out. But unfortunate. Beggars can't be choosers and all that. So Protection is pretty good. Protection looks pretty good right there. No flip for Mason. I think that's a good call. Let's see. What do we have here? We do have a popper, which is pretty solid. Are we going to have to keep this in our hand, though? Like, is that just like the way that this hand lines up? It looks like it is. It's kind of unfortunate, but I think it's what we're going to have to do here. Three card 14. I mean, it is a very powerful turn, but, you know, she does start at 32, right? Like, she starts at 32. I mean... Oh, yeah, I mean, the 15 points here, just working out from the Spectral Shield is pretty good. It's definitely not bad for leftovers, right? Not bad for leftovers. I think Mason blocking there was probably pretty wrong. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by that decision point. I mean, if he doesn't block and lets this connect, we're in a really good spot. Okay. So, no Mask of Momentum this turn, but we've done a good job of, like, taking cards out of his hand. And then I'm just going to throw Bram with Cinderclaw for 4, and we're just going to come over the top. I'm curious to know, okay, so yeah, Mason's not going to get crazy aggressive. He's going to get just aggressive enough here. We could flick and like try to prevent that, but I'd rather hang on to this in case Mason does some nonsense where he tries to like flip and do something crazy. I don't think he will, but in case he does, we'll just kind of keep this available for us to be able to like play around with and block a little bit here. Or I'm sorry, like keep him from like blocking a little too much here. So I guess we're just gonna flick the dagger. And then we'll just go ahead and activate Syndra here. We will get our dagger back. And then we'll just pass. We are going to skip on arsenaling. The one good thing here is that Mason does not... Ugh. So we get to give a 7 here. Pop this. And then, I mean, we get to have a pretty decent turn here. Like, this turn's not bad. Essence of Ancestry Body. Okay. I don't really think there's a great way to play around this, if I'm being honest. I think we're just going to have to go dagger. See how Mason wants to play this. So him blocking here is fine, right? We're going to play Demonstrate Devotion, make a fealty token, which is looking pretty good here. Coming in for 4, I'm curious to know if Mason's just going to say no blocks or not. He is just going to say no blocks. All right, so the problem here is that if I flick in response, this blows up and eats the damage here. I would rather him take 2 and then get a dagger back. Now, if Mason does like block with a defense reaction here, I know the last time we played, he was on shelters. I'm assuming that most prisms are on defense reactions of some variety here at this point in the metagame right now. But yeah, he's just going to let this go, which is perfectly okay with me. I'm just going to activate Syndra. We're going to get a dagger back. We're going to arsenal the lava burst here and just try to set up and have a big turn next turn. Drawing to Blanche feels really, really good. The worst part is that if I pop this, he could just like get go again. Is there any world that I block with? Is there any world I block stab wound and chest here? I don't think so, right? I think we're supposed to use the throw dagger here to just kind of come over the top. Because if there's an angelic wrath, it feels really bad. Hitting 2 Blanches in 3 turns is really, really powerful here. This has been very, very good for us as a good start. Now, if Mason has another 1-coster, this does feel pretty bad. Like, if he chooses to get his action point here, it does feel pretty bad. I am intrigued by this decision. I don't know. That's interesting. Been watching the silly ban takes, like how Rootbound is going to get banned and Plunder is going to come back, and I just can't see either happening. I highly doubt they're going to ban Rootbound Carapace. That does not feel accurate to me. So we get to crack Fealty here to kind of set up a more powerful turn. And my headset is like just being a tool the last couple streams. Maybe I have too much gel in my hair or something. Carly always makes fun of me. Carly tells me that my hair looks like a bowl some days. I think using the fealty token here is really solid, because it's going to allow us to come in for 2 with the kunai. So now we have 2 draconic chain links. We're going to spend 1 to activate Flick Knives. We're going to end this turn without any daggers, but I think this is okay. Bro's out here just 2 gelled. Something like that, dude. Something like that. I mean, so we push through a point of damage here. We activate Syndra for 1. We throw the dagger for 1. I think I'm going to go for the throw dagger play. Maybe this is incorrect. Maybe I'm just supposed to flick here. I mean, okay. I was like, I'm assuming Mason's going to give this to me. And then we're going to go Blaze Headlong for 4 go again. Because we have played a red card this turn. This is on hit mask, which is pretty relevant. If Mason doesn't block, we get a card. If he does, we activate Kunai. Let's go ahead and flick. If he's willing to give up his angel for this, I'm willing to let it happen. And then it's going to be Lava Burst for 5 on hit mask. So it's going to be 2 cards if you want to protect your hand this turn, Mason. I think Mason blocking on the first chain link might have cost him a little bit here. Rootbound doesn't feel like the problem, especially with the other 3D reacts that don't require anything else. Also, are Florian getting nerfed after Aurora never got touched is going to make people freak out? I don't think that them hitting... I don't think, like, if they're going to hit anything in Florian, it has to be Scepter. And that's just because of the lack of, like, positive gameplay that it creates for the people that play this game. Oh, God. Man. Talk about an unplayable hand. We're going to throw Hot on their heels for 2. Mason's not going to block. We're going to activate Cinder and Arsenal Wrath. Man. That's tough. I do agree with Derek, though, that, like, I think that them just, like, proactively getting rid of something like Rootbound or, like, Felling is, like, a big mistake. I think that is not what we want from this game. And I think LSS is smart enough to see that that's not how we want the game to be played. But I do think we could see something like Scepter. Just because Scepter is so toxic. Now, that might be like a personal take, but I think Scepter's very, very toxic. I like this hand quite a bit. I mean, we can do quite a bit of damage here, especially if he doesn't have Wrath. If he does have Wrath, it kind of feels bad, but there's not much. I don't think we were ever going to play around it. Yo, Valk, what's up, dude? How are you, brother? Death Dealer is an interesting ban choice. If they ban Death Dealer, just know that, like, buying Marlin cards now is a good bet because the deck's going to be stupid. And when I say the deck's going to be stupid, I mean, brother, the deck is going to be stupid. Valk, I missed you too, buddy. I missed you too, brother. You been doing all right, man? How much AB are you carrying? Asking for a friend. Oh, I'm on Spellboy 2. No AB right now. Are you guys talking about coming to... Are you coming to Out of the Box, Derek, on Saturday? That'd be awesome if you did, man. Also, Derek, you're coming to Nats, right? I feel like I asked you that. She's gone soon anyway? I don't know. Do we want to flick a dagger here? We do, right? So we flick a dagger to get Essence off the board. This doesn't deal any damage, which is actually fine with me. Because now this is going to deal nothing, and then we're going to get to go 3/3. And then if we really want to, we can throw Wrath and try to go crazy. But I doubt we're going to try to go that crazy this turn. Probably not looking that good for us. I know I can't. I'd love to make it this weekend, but my Mother's Day stuff for self-preservation is to play. That, brother, I hear you. I understand. I understand. My big selling point this weekend is that my wife is out of town. So we're doing Mother's Day stuff with our moms next week. So that's kind of like my selling point right now. Scheduled Worlds today, though. Yo, let's go, dude. I'm excited. We'll get to hang out at Worlds, man. That'll be awesome. Chris, what's up, brother? Why Scepter? What makes it toxic other than Millennium Tree? Okay, so Scepter allows you to play this OTK deck, and I guess you could play it with, like, other cards, I suppose. But I feel like it's more like the idea that, like, Scepter makes it very, like, it's very easy to play the OTK deck and just sit there and do Tree over and over again. And the fact that decks have to run, like, AB3 into you is kind of ridiculous to me. This hand's not great. Is there any world... Man... I don't think there's any world we give up Mask here, but we can block Art of the Dragonfire, Breaking Point, and go Dagger, Dagger, Demonstrate Devotion. I mean, we could block Breaking Point, Momentum, and Furnace. I don't think blocking Momentum when he's at 17 is the play here. I agree, it's because of Tree, but I don't think you can ban the Tree, though. You're hurting Verdance too much if you ban the Tree, I think. Any ban would be surprising to me right now. Am I wrong in thinking you just AB for Scepter? Yeah, I mean, Zach, I agree. You just bring in AB3 and, like, run it. Like, it's not that bad when you run AB3. I do agree with you. I'm just saying, like, if they're going to ban anything, it's Scepter. There's nothing else worth hitting from what we know about the meta right now. I don't think anything should be banned, in my opinion. Dagger, Devotion, Flick, Buyback, Dagger. Yeah. I mean, blocking with these two cards is just the most reasonable play, and we're going to hope this is not an Angelic Wrath in his hand. We've done a good job of, like, mitigating where we're at right now. I don't know. I guess the attack never happened, so there's never a chain link here. Is the way this works? I don't think we can ignore the past reality. I agree that the Pierce reality, I mean, I agree that we want both of our daggers for Wrath. I completely hear that. I'm just debating, does this change our turn so much? I don't think if they banned Rootbound Carapace, I would genuinely have my mind blown by that. I'd love to see them give Verdance better tools in a post-tree ban world. I do agree with that, Chris. I think they can ban Tree since they banned Bonds with Katsu. They didn't ban Bonds with Katsu. They banned Bonds from Zen. And I understand that, like, now it's gone. They're probably, like, I mean, I don't think those are quite the same thing. I'm debating if we just leave this in play. So we would have to pretty much bank that our Wrath turn is going to be insane if we're just going to leave this in play. I actually feel a lot better about this decision now. Yeah, turn like the fact that, like, they're using that to enable their hero power. If you get rid of Rootbound Carapace, like all 9 copies, Florian's unplayable. Maybe not literally, but I think Florian takes a massive peg down. No, leaving this in play is fine if we have double shelter, I guess. Do 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 do. So now I think we are in a world. Are we in a world where we go brand at them, display loyalty at the Pierce reality? Or are we just going to ship 6 at them and then go for the turn? I mean, yeah, like yeah, Verdance needs the root bounds as well. So like both decks just become like moderately unplayable, right? And that just feels bad for everybody and anybody. Yeah, I think we have to attack them here as weird as it feels. What does Ira need to become the best deck? More aggressive cards that block for 3. I'd rather them ban CNC than anything else. That's a hot take, Brian. Why that one? Unban Bonds by Marvel Katsus want to break free. I actually think they should unban Bonds. I think they should unban Bonds. Everybody goes back to playing Katsu, and I just go back to playing Victor. Deal. You twisted my arm. Banning the reds, but not all of them? See, I don't know. Maybe I have like such a like biased take or something, but like that, even that's just wild to me. Like, I don't know. I just can't see it. Yeah, we're just taking 9 here. This has no go again. We're taking 9 every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Wait, what'd Ben say? Oh, Ben said I'm super behind. Ignore me. Well, Ben, I'm not going to ignore you, but being super behind's okay, brother. There's nothing wrong with it, man. Welcome to the stream. We're glad you're here, brother. What CNC annoys you? Listen, if we banned a card every time something annoyed me, Count Your Blessings would have been gone the day I saw it. And I'm not even kidding, because life gain was like pretty toxic, in my opinion, in Magic. Was that just supposed to block 3 there? No, we'll just Arsenal it, right? Ban Shelter, ban CSC. Universally powerful generics are bad for the game. Universally powerful generics are bad for the game. If that's the case, you got to ban Snatch too. Like, I think you have to ban so many cards if that's your play. I don't think you can reliably... Man, I don't know, dude. You got a tough time selling me on that one. Like, go ahead, sell that to me, Valk. Cutie said we can ban CYB deal. Johnny, what's up, dude? We are feeling the draconic blood in our veins, dude. I've really enjoyed playing Syndra. It's been a lot of fun. This deck has really been talking to me lately. There's a lot of like cool sequencing with flick knives and like how the turns play out. And honestly, people have been coming back and commenting on the videos and the streams and talking about things I should be doing. And it's been really good. I have really enjoyed it. Oh, did you get got by the Scottish filter? Annabelle, I don't think you can call it the Scottish filter because you're cussing. I don't think I don't think it works that way, Annabelle. Hang on, let me find your message. Annabelle, I scrolled up. I went all the way back to the very top of the chat, Annabelle. I don't see anything being held. I don't think there's a message being held. At least I don't see anything if there is. I think this is going to be a pretty good turn for us. Because now we're going to get to go dagger, dagger. We've gotten very lucky with 2 very early Blanche draws to be able to pop efficiently. And that's allowed us to extend the turns here and be in a good position so that now we can try to go into like a winning position in the mid game. I just wish they would hand out shelters like candy, and making it majestic was a mistake. I mean, the card's very powerful. Why was making it a majestic a mistake? If you're referring to like price costs alone, then sure, I'm down for that. You don't have to twist my arm too hard for that one. Them getting rid of that card from like a price perspective was a big problem. The more generics they print that are powerful like Shelter and CNC, the further away we get from class identity. When classes are just priced into playing all of the good generics, we see what happened with Enigma, where she was like 35 generics, and games just slowly started to all look the same. Was she actually like 35 generics though, or was that like she felt bad and she was 35 generics kind of thing? Because I don't remember her actually being 35 generics. I mean, again, this could be like how I'm remembering something slipping away from me, but like, I mean, she was on quite a few generics, but like, if that's the case, you have to get rid of Fate Foreseen, Sink Below. Like, you have to get rid of all of that stuff. You can't just get rid of Command and Conquer and Shelter the Storm. Like, if you're gonna get rid of powerful generics, you have to wipe that slate clean. Completely. Snatch, Ravenous Rabble, Sink Below, Fate Foreseen. All of those 0 for 4 power cards you have to get rid of. I think that's the only way you can make that sure. Price for sure, it's a card everyone wants and can't find. Bad recipe. Now that's fair. Ban all D-reacts with 4+ defense. I don't think banning Staunch Response is correct. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I don't think banning Staunch Response is the answer to the problem. Like, I mean, if you mean cards that are specifically 0 for 4 defense reactions, you can twist my arm into that. That you can talk me into. I don't hate that. So we're definitely gonna activate Syndra. Was I just supposed to let this hit and then flick on the next chain link? I was, right? That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a bad play. That was just a bad sequence by me. I mean, yeah, we'll just throw this. And then we'll just have the Oath for next turn. That was just a bad play. Bad time. Some powerful generics are fine, but I think we are approaching too many. So it's more of like a question of like a number of generics that you feel like power generics that are good for the game at a certain point. Is this worth 2 damage? Like, is the Dragon Scale or Flight Path worth 2, or is it worth more? It's probably worth more, right? Like, it's probably worth like a Lava Burst or a 1 for 5. We'll wait. I don't know how I feel about that, but Pauper feels really good here. Pauper feels insane here. Oh, dude. What a lucky rip off the top. Mason's cussing right now. Mason's cussing. If you ban D-reacts, ban attack reacts too. So, like, what attack reacts? Like, the only attack react that's coming to my mind is, like, you mean ban Pummel or something like that? Is that what you mean? Because that's pretty interesting. Ban Arcane Barrier? All right. We're so far lost at this point, bro. I don't know what ITW means. People keep saying that, like, in the chat, and I don't know what it means. As a Ninja player, I approve of the banning of all defense reactions. Assassin Seconds the motion. Oh, I think that meant to be ITS. It's really weird. The answer probably lies in balance, where you want the class talents to be strong and synergistic to stop you wanting many generics. I think that's what Valk is trying to tell me. And Valk, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like what Annabelle's saying is what you're like trying to lead at here, is that you want some powerful majestic, like you want some powerful generics, but you want the classes to stand out on their own. Is that more what you're saying here? Yo, Brando, what's up, dude? Do you have any gold foils in your collection, or did you sell them? I have 2 gold foils in my collection at the current moment that I have not sold. I do have some gold foils in my collection. I think we're going to Arsenal the Ignite here is going to be the plan. Right? So we get to throw Brand with Cinder Claw. We activate... So we can throw Ignite at Mason and then threaten to fling a dagger. So with the Ignite trigger on the stack, I'm going to activate Syndra. I think is going to be the plan, and we're going to get both of our daggers back this turn. Open on stream? Oh, okay. So just to clarify, the 2 gold foils I have in my collection are opened at this point. Like, they are both open at this point. All right, well, now we're in a situation where if you take this, you're dead. So you're forced to block with something, or I'm going to get Empyrean Rapture here. I will give up all of my daggers with 2 fealties in play to get his Empyrean Rapture here. When are next bans, actually? On the 19th. I think it's the Monday, next Monday in the US. I don't know why my calendar never pulls up when I click on it with Windows 11. I don't know. 3 damage deck is also insane. Bonds of Agony is wild and just wrong once new. Why do you keep using the 3s? I'm very confused. I think banning Favorcine or Syncolo could be feasible. The game is kind of tilted towards defensive decks at the moment, and other than Gravy Bones, it's being a pseudo-illusionist. I'm not sure. New set will probably help, I agree. Listen, I could go for a gold foil grasp. That is a legendary, though. Are we flicking the other dagger here? I mean, we just have to, right? Like, it's just insane. We're just forcing Mason to have something. And by have something, I mean pitching. Okay, I don't really know what this does. You know, like target me with the arcane or something? Like this, I do not understand. Also, next turn, I will block with Mask in a second. Syndra combo with Pouncing Lynx is a good answer to defensive decks. Define combo. If you mean Poison Blade combo, I don't know that I agree with that. Did Mason put a... How are they looking to gain a life? Which gold foils do you have in your collection? So the 2 gold foils that I currently have in my collection, one of them is a gold foil Time Skippers, which I actually opened on stream live with Carly one time. And then the other gold foil that I have is a Coda Frost. It was my first gold foil I ever opened. I will keep it forever. Plus, it's worth nothing, so there's no reason to sell it. Oh, you mean like Wrath Pouncing Links, like to go get Blood Runs Deep or something like that? That would be pretty cool. That I do agree with, Dagger. I agree. Getting Blood Runs Deep on a pop-off turn would be awesome. I've not really explored playing that card. Ew. Like, am I just forced to pitch Blood Runs Deep to do something here? God, this is terrible. I mean, it just feels like the chances of us drawing a hand like this are pretty slim. Like, even like an Ignite, Art of the Dragon Blood, anything would have been better in this hand. Get the Coda Frost frame. I want to get it framed and hang it up in the bag. I went back and looked, and Enigma ran like 20 to 25 generics. I mean, now, Velk, I will give you that. That is a ton of generics. So the best play is to pitch Lava Burst to Breaking Point. Activate Syndra. I like this because it takes 2 cards. Activate Syndra. flick a dagger at him, and we force him into the spot now. Attacking and flicking doesn't win the game with the angel in play. Pitching 3 to get daggers and then attacking with a 0 for 3 and then flicking doesn't win the game because of the angel. Unless I'm missing something. Like, you don't win the game here because of the angel specifically. All right, so we forced 2 cards out of Mason's hand. We're going to get both of our daggers back. I'm going to flick one of them to get rid of the angel here. I mean, can you tell me why my play is wrong here? Spawn? I think +5 and flick is the best play here because it leaves us with a dagger, and I know that your all's line did too, but I think that this just lines up a little bit better. Like, do they have a Wrath in Arsenal is the question. This is for 7? So we just have to let this hit, right? We just have to let this hit. It sucks, but I think we have to. We did draw quite a few bricks this game. It's been one of my concerns with the deck is that we don't have enough natural starters. But to be fair, like, I think one of the bricks came because we had 0 daggers in play, which I made an aggressive push to put Mason on the back foot instead of playing conservatively. I mean, that's true. Dot makes a really good point. With them having 0 soul, like, when this hits, we are in a good spot. Because they can't get the figment of draw cards and do nonsense. They'd have to get rid of their 1 soul to flip it. This was a good play. All right. You just win with Blood Runs Deep? Yeah. Like, we have a really good turn. I think this turn, we're just looking to set up and just take a bunch of damage. Do the daggers each deal 1 damage here with Blood Runs Deep, or how does that work? I still think we're going to go to 10, even though the Spectral Shield is obnoxious. Sometimes I need to Arsenal the birdie, just in case I brick. I mean, that's fair. So that's what I'm saying. So, like, so I have to flick to get rid of the Spectral Shield, right? Now, to be fair, like, I think our hand just, like, we clear everything here. It doesn't really matter. So it's Ignite, Dagger, Blaze Headlong. They're going to flip the second angel they just got. We go to 9. This is fine. So it's Ignite, Dagger, Blaze Headlong, flick the dagger, activate Syndra, Ignite, 1 dagger, Blood Runs Deep. Should clear the game if I'm not mistaken here. So here's my question. If I throw Blood Runs Deep at my opponent and all they have is an angel in play, does their angel soak both of the daggers at the same time? Or does 1 dagger hit, kill the angel, and then the other dagger goes on like the stack? Does anybody know how that works? Asking for a friend. I guess is like my question. People with more experience than me would appreciate an answer here. So, like, we treat them as 1 dagger. It's 2 ping for 1, I think. Oh, you want me to put the card? Yeah, so when this attacks a hero, each dagger you control deals 1 damage to them. If damage is dealt this way, the dagger is hit, destroy the daggers. It is 2 separate pings. Okay, so if it's 2 separate pings, Blood Runs Deep wins the game here no matter what. But our hand lines up really well. 2 pings for 1. Okay. Sorry, that was just like a really, I feel like a really niche scenario that might come up on Saturday. So I appreciate you guys clarifying for me. Okay, I mean, sure, that's fine. We are in another situation where we're giving up both of the daggers, but it shouldn't matter. This is a break point, and we're also in a situation where, like, if Mason wants to flip, he has to give us another. He has to give us another card. Oh yeah, I agree. With our opponent at 1 HP, we are in a great place. Going to Knoxville Saturday. What's in Knoxville, Jade? Is there an event in Knoxville? We're driving 3.5 hours to Charlotte, like to Thomasville on Saturday. If there's one in Knoxville, I will be in Knoxville on Saturday. It's so much closer for me. Is there a PQ in Knoxville? Okay, after this game, there's going to be a small TV timeout after this game. All right, so from here, we hit him with the flick. Hit him with the flick. Just being weird. Everybody can ignore me. I will look it up. Derek says there was. Yeah, if there is, please let me know. I would really like to know. So we can actually wait and throw the Blood Runs Deep after this, right? So the flick clears that. This is going to clear their Angel. Activate this to get both of our daggers back. And now we get to throw Blood Runs Deep. And if this didn't win, we get to Arsenal the Ignite here. Haha. Ka-chow. Got him. Yeah, those poppers were insane. Poppers were actually insanely well-timed that game. Poppers were insanely well-timed that game. Let's play Mason again. I think like that was a good game. I'd like some more reps here. We'll let Mason pick if he wants to go first or second. That's why I did a full rematch. He picked to go first. Or I'm sorry, he picked for me to go first, which I think is smart. On God, for real, as my siblings would say. Let's go ahead and load up what happened here. So let's see. First game of the day, we did double Blanche is bad. We did get a win. Poppers lined up super well with equipment and D-reacts on other turns. Let us get ahead to take tempo. And then we are 5-8-25 playing against Prism. We are going first this time. We have possibly one of the worst hands I've ever seen in my entire life. So we're going to probably attack for 5 and then pass to the Cry Step. I think we're just going to attack for 5 here, right? Like we're just going to pitch Blance to attack for 5. Is the play? Nice to catch another stream. Have you seen the Mastery Pack spoilers? Kit, what's up, dude? We did. We talked about the Mastery Pack spoilers kind of at the beginning of the stream. The new Macho Grande art is really cool. I actually really like it. Are we supposed to flick? Like we are, right? It's just flick here. I don't see a reason not to. We get to just try and push a point of damage. If Mason's willing to give me Calming Gesture on turn 0, deal EO. Dude, Flicker Trick is so good. That is like such hot tech, dude. I'm all about that. I bought foil Flicker Tricks when this card came out because I was convinced it was going to be an all-star. Convinced. I play 6 poppers in my Syndra, but since it's a bit more focused on spreading flames or equivalent combo, it plays a few blues so I can play CNC. Okay, gotcha. So you're on quite a few then. So you're really trying to like line it up. Which I mean, like, makes sense, right? Like, I don't hate that, to be honest. It makes a lot more sense, and like it sounds like in your style deck than as opposed to what I'm playing today. Also, guys, by the way, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. If you're here for the first time or you're new to the channel, if you're hanging out on Twitch, make sure you make sure you follow. Goes a long way. If you're hanging out on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It really helps me out. Also, I think we're like 24 subs on YouTube away from being at 3,000. So if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you throw a sub down. It go a long way in helping me out. The question is our hand just bad enough if I block 6? Because I think I can take 6 and try to get aggressive here, right? Or maybe I'm just supposed to block 6 and then go Ignite, Kunai of Retribution, Rising Resentment, into Flick the Dagger, get the daggers back. I don't know. Like, I don't want to play too much defense here, right? Like, this is like one of those like weird turn cycles where I don't want to play too much defense. I have the rainbow foil EAs, but I'm swapping it for the new one because it looks so cool. And Muscle Mommy, my guy said, dude, I love it, kid. That's hilarious, bro. It is pretty cool. I do like the art. I think we're going to take 6 and see how it plays out. I'm not sure if this is correct. Being able to block out this turn and deny Mason's Soul would be really good here. Actually, I'm sorry. That's just entirely wrong. I'm sorry. Because we actually give him the ability to go get the... freaking go. We give him the ability to go get the other one, that like the Arsenal one. Yo, Thagor, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube, man. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, by the way, also, if you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new, and they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. I think blocking there to deny him the Ponder one is really solid. And we still get to pressure Mason quite a bit here. And like we really get to put like a decent turn together. So we're going to lead on Ignite because we get to go Ignite, Dagger, Rising Resentment. We're not going to get Mask, but still. There is a PQ at Anderson County, Tennessee on Saturday, which looks like it's 20 minutes outside of Knoxville. Dude, thank you, Rogan, for looking that up. I appreciate that. I'm definitely going to be looking to see how close that is. I wonder if there's anybody... I'll have to message Billy. I'm curious to know if there's anybody from like the Knoxville crowd going, right? Because I really like the Knoxville crowd. Like I like hanging out with everybody. Everybody in Knoxville's like super fun. Like hanging out, like if you guys don't know, the local store in Knoxville that like we go to a lot, it's called Brickhouse Collectibles. If you're ever in the area, you should check them out. They have a really good like Flesh and Blood selection. They've got a lot of like Legos and stuff like that. They have a really, really good product selection. And Pat's great. I love Pat. And everybody who hangs out and plays there is just really cool. So like, it's a great store to be and a great place to hang out. Yo, Spleen Goblin, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out, brother. Means a lot. Guys, those questions go for everybody, by the way. If you're here, even if you've been hanging out for the last like couple months silently, and you know you've just never caught the questions when I've been live, you know, answer those. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Those are what we like to ask everybody. Get to know everybody just a little bit better. We're going to get both of our daggers back. We're going to get them back wrong just for Martin because we love Martin. I don't even know if he's here. Do links get flag? I sent the link here in chat. Yeah, so the links do not come through. If you send a link in the chat of YouTube, it will not come through. It drives me absolutely crazy, but they will not come through. It's very frustrating to me, but yeah, links do not come through. I'm sorry, buddy. Name Brian, reason for getting into the fab. Friend and tired of toxic MTG players. I prefer brats or knockwurst. I've never heard knockwurst. Never heard that before. But as far as toppings, my man said yes. My man looked at the topping menu and he said yes, thank you. Dude, that might be like the most Ron Swanson answer I've ever heard in my life, brother. I love that, dude. I love that. Well, Brian, thanks for being here, man. I also come from Magic. And, you know, the Magic community, it definitely got stale after a while, brother. So I understand. I understand all too well. Fire Tenant Strike first. Ignite. Dagger. Hot on their heels. Flick a dagger. Get it back. Arsenal Blaze. Try to force Mason into an awkward spot here. Mason had 2 instants in his last hand, which is awesome. Forgot to share I made hot dog tacos for Ashley and myself tonight. Yo, dude, if you got pictures, hit me up with those, dude. Zach, random gift blitz decks from friends after playing Magic for 20 years and vegan chili cheese. You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've ever heard a vegan answer to the hot dog question, man. That's kind of cool. I've never gotten like a vegan answer before, so that's kind of chill. Well, dude, Zach, thanks for being here, man. Glad you're hanging out with us. If you guys are new to the game, like welcome to Flesh and Blood. And if you're just new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I'm happy to have you guys. So this is what I like to call like my happy space right here. Like when we're hanging out and we're playing cards, dude, like I'm just all about hanging out and playing cards and chilling with y'all. Cause like that's the whole idea. That is the whole idea of what we're about, is hanging out and playing cards and having a good time. That's where I'm at. That's what I want to do. That is like the vibe when I'm live. And, you know, like, as long as you're here to have a good time and, you know, not hate on other people, then you're always welcome here. Ooh, good question. Is the hot dog vegan or the toppings? Oh, so Brian, there is in the purple Discord, there are, you can see the spoilers in the purple Discord. Or if you're in my Discord, I have it set up to where all of the spoilers come to my Discord. So if you're not, we'd love to have you in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord in the chat. We'd love to have you guys if you're not. Also, I'm new. I'm Jade, and we met a bit at Tokyo Toy Box Pro Quest in Hendersonville. It's like the only female, I think. Lol. I mean, to be fair, like as you know, as inclusive as I feel like Flesh and Blood is in a lot of ways, like it's still card games, right? And like there's not a lot of like, you know, females in the space. So, well, Jade, I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're hanging out with us. I feel like I remember meeting you. I could be mistaken. I was like, I feel like I remember having to look up at you. Not that I'm very tall, but still. Fairly new to Fab, but I love it. Ketchup, mustard, and chili. All right, let's do. I'm here for it. Hey, Martin is here. What's up, dude? Martin, I'm glad you're here, brother. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. It means a lot, dude. That's a lot of flicker tricks. It's okay, though. It's okay. We have left, I guess, could we have pushed Mass there? No, because he blocked the chain link before, right? I don't think we could have pushed Mass there. Yo. Oh my gosh. Ah! This hand's about to go crazy. All right. Hopefully this hand does as many cool things as I want it to do. Hopefully this does as many cool things as I want it to do. You were taller than I expected, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anybody's ever said that to me. So Valk's like my new favorite person in the chat right now. Nobody has ever said that I was taller than they expected. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I'm short, but I'm not tall by any means. Like, I feel like I'm like 5'10", maybe 5'11" on like a good day. I don't know. When I was in college, I used to lie to everybody and tell them I was 6 foot, but that's not true. This is not a Spreading Flames Wrath turn. I wish. We do not have Wrath in Arsenal. We have a Blaze Headlong in Arsenal. I would 100% throw it at him if I could. Okay, so here's the real question. Do we give up the value of, like, the Spreading Flames here to push Mask? The answer has to be yes, right? Like, the answer has to be yes here, right? It has to be. So I just made the choice to transition from Aurora to Syndra watching your streams. Can you tell me why Furnace over Vest and in which matchups? Don't want to go out and spend another 50 to 80 bucks. So right now, Maddie, if I'm being honest, the biggest reason to be on this is for this matchup. I'm solely on it when I want to block, and this is my number one reason to want to block right now, if I'm being honest. You would have, yeah. I'm friends with Derek and those boys. Says he beat you up pretty good last weekend. Dude, I mean, I'm not going to lie, man. Derek did give me the business last weekend at the Blue Post in the top 8 for sure. Name is Andres. All right, let's go. But JJ is okay. I'm from Ecuador. Favorite toppings would be chips or chives. Still playing Magic 2 for the last 20 years. All right, well, dude, JJ, welcome to the channel, man. I'm glad you're here and hanging out with us, brother. It means a lot. No reason to do anything. We're not going to flick if we don't need to. If Mason's going to give us Mask, we're going to take it. So now we get to go. I mean, he clearly wants to keep this hand, right? I mean, yeah, we're just going to send it all. He doesn't want to block here. I've never answered this. My name is Mark. I got into Flesh and Blood when a good friend of mine opened a hobby store. His first TCG was Flesh and Blood, and I would get a deck. I said I would get a deck, and now we are mini decks later. Well, let's go, dude. Mark, I'm happy to have you hanging out with us, man. Welcome to the channel, brother. I have to admit, trying to beat Prism and read all the chat messages is not my strong suit. I'm super glad that everybody's like answering all these questions, though. It's awesome. I love to see it. Name is Joe. Looked into getting into a game after moving into a new area last August. Fab looked fun. Community was great and fell in love with it ever since. And hot dog toppings are mustard and cheese. Yo, I have to admit, cheese on a hot dog is gas, dude. Cheese on a hot dog is gas. I'm here for that. Well, dude, Joe, I'm glad you're here with us, man. I'm super happy to have you at the channel, man. Love it. And I'm glad you've been, you know, in love with Flesh and Blood since last August. That's awesome, dude. And we're going to flick for good measure. I'm going to assume that, like, his turn is just crazy. We're going to go ahead and get our dagger back. Is Mason really going to fall to 2? I mean, he gave us Mask, and we just pushed him all the way down to 2, and we're at 40. Pitch Spreading Flames. Pitch Display Loyalty to Spreading Flames. Display Loyalty. Oh, we're 1 short of being able to play Wrath. This hand's not great. Is there any world where we pitch... man, this is awkward. This hand's actually really weird. I feel like I've missed so many chat messages. I'm sorry. Whenever I play versus Prism, they just always have Wrath when I block. So does that 2 block really make the difference? Since I'm only on 3 poppers, I'm kind of utilizing this to kind of like cut out the difference a little bit. I'm definitely not saying it's like the solid answer here, but it's been pretty good. Playing this game and chatting equals impossible. Was thinking that the whole time. It's tough to do, but I really enjoy it. A torta is just a Mexican sandwich. Hot dog isn't a sandwich. I feel like a hot dog can be considered a sandwich, right? Like it's 2 pieces of bread and meat in the middle, right? Come on now, you got to stay open to a little interpretation here. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to think about this turn. So like if we had chest, this hand is so easy, right? So if I pitch Spreading Flames, I have to pitch Wrath to Spreading Flames, and then I go 3/3, flick a dagger. I just don't feel like that's going to be good enough. I just do not feel like that's going to be good enough. Are we supposed to block this hand? Like, are we just supposed to block with block 6 and Furnace? We're giving up an entire turn cycle of value here. And it just feels like we can't make this happen. Gosh, having the chess piece would be insane this game. If I had 2 3 blocks, I would give up 2 3 blocks here in a second. Oh wait, did Rose say the line? Did I miss it? Hang on, let me scroll back up here. Dagger, pitching Spreading Flames, loyalty, loyalty, plus flick, Wrath, crack the boots for 3 attacks. Done. Ship it, boys. Let's go. Thank you, Rose, for bailing me out here. For anybody who does not know, Rose has been like coaching me through, like Rose and Ben have been coaching me through Syndra games for the last 3 days. Like, all right. Name's Tatum. Yo, Tatum is a cool name. I've never heard that before. I got into Fab after being disillusioned with MTG. New is my first hero, but Syndra is my favorite. Hot dog toppings, I am a heathen and put ketchup on my hot dogs. Dude, listen, Tatum, we don't judge around here, man. We listen and we don't judge around here. So listen, whatever you put on your hot dog topping, man, I'm here for it. Whatever you put on your hot dog, I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for it. But Tatum, welcome to the channel. Happy to have you with us, man. Glad you're hanging out and chilling with us, brother. Rose the MVP for sure. Rose the MVP for sure. I truly love seeing the MTG people coming over. No shade on any other game, but growing this game with players who already have a strong card game foundation is great. Derek, just like, if there was a park to knock that out of, Derek hit it out of another park. His statement is so accurate. Like, it's not that I hate Magic. I just love knowing that people who already love card games are coming to the game that I love and play all the time. So it's super awesome to see, and I'm glad that all you guys are here. It's amazing. I'm Mexican, and I 100% believe a hot dog is closer to a taco. You know what? I'd take that. I'd take that. Listen, you twisted my arm, man. You convinced me. I'm here for that, dude. I am super here for that, brother. I am super here for that. A hot dog is a taco. Deal. Oh, man. Now I wish I knew how to speak Spanish. So, for anybody who does not know, I live in a world where... So we're supposed to pitch Spreading Flames, loyalty, wrath, flick, get it back. I guess I should have blocked with boots for the extra value there. That was just a point I missed. Talking to the chat. I miss old school MTG, and my hatred is directed fully at Hasbro. I think that's how a lot of us feel. Rogan. Since we're going to Singapore, and like it's a little funny, to be honest. Carly and I are going to Singapore for the Pro Tour in July, and I decided that I wanted to learn Mandarin because last year for our honeymoon, when we got married, we went to the Dominican Republic, and I could not speak Spanish at all. Now, all of the people at the resort were super nice. They were super helpful. Like, they were super happy to like walk me through how to like say things in Spanish. And like, they even had like a like Spanish, like for beginners class that I wanted to take while we were there. And ever since then, I have been fascinated with wanting to learn other languages across the world because it's just so cool to me. I don't know, to be able to speak multiple languages is really cool. And I feel like living in the United States, it's something that you don't see as much of. And so like I'm trying to learn Mandarin right now, but the funny part about me trying to learn Mandarin is that the #1 language that they speak in Singapore is English. So I'm just kind of learning Mandarin for no reason right now. But I have to admit, I've really enjoyed it. Learning Mandarin has been really fun. If we're adding fuel to the fire, pizza is an open-faced sandwich, and a calzone is a fully closed sandwich spicy croissant. Hang on now. You can't just be walking into my life throwing this kind of shit down, bro. My man just said a calzone is a spicy croissant, and I gotta tell you, I'll never recover from that. I don't think I'll ever recover from that as long as I live and breathe. Yo, what? This is wild. My man said... Marag said he's out of line, but he's right. If you ever head to an event in Japan, I'd be happy to help with Japanese. Doge, I appreciate that, man. I actually would really like to learn Japanese, and I know that this kind of shows like my lack of like culture, like, you know, for the rest of the world, but like I don't know how, if there is like, is there an easy transition from Mandarin to Japanese? Like, I don't know if there's any similarities there. That's a genuine question, and I apologize because I know that just comes off like me being a super uncultured American, but that's because I am. And so learning Japanese would be awesome. I would love that. I would love to learn as many languages as I can. So we don't win the game. Or do we? Did we just win the game here? Is that all you got from Arsenal? Oh no, they're just dead. All right, cool. Well, the poppers felt really good. The poppers felt really good that game. Like both of our poppers, like we had an awkward hand at the beginning, but like the poppers felt good. The chest didn't do a lot. Thankfully, Rose knew the line that we could take there. You know what? While we're here, like, let's look at this pro quest that I was we were talking about. Let's see. So events locator. We'll just look for some events. Hey, Hey, Kyle, what's up, dude? Yo, Kyle is here on our podcast account. So for anybody who does not know, my cousin Kyle and I, we have a podcast that we do together. Let's see, 37663 is my zip code. We'll do 250 kilometers. We do a podcast together that we release every Saturday. And if you guys are interested, it's about like video games and like handheld games. Like we did an episode on Flesh and Blood. He streams Clash of Clans. Exclamation point Kyle in the chat, I think, takes you to his channel, or it's exclamation point woodshed. I can't remember. But we do a podcast once a week. And so exclamation point podcast, if you guys are interested, please check it out. We'd love to have you guys. What about Rake Over the Coals? I feel like Rake can be very good. And honestly, like, yeah, like I feel like Rake can be very good. So let's see. All right, Oak Ridge. So is this the one we were talking about earlier in Oak Ridge? Is there another store up there that's not oh, it's at 2 p.m.? Oh my god. That's awful. 2 p.m. is wild. Oh, hang on. Let me do some math over here. Miles from here to there. That is not a real thing people Google. Jesus. 1175 Oak Ridge Turnpike, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Yo, I will be going to that on Saturday. I'm gonna have to call Nate and see if he'd rather go to that as opposed to driving to Charlotte. Because Charlotte's 3.5 hours for us. I have to look and see if I can sign up for that. Turn 1 Gaming. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this here so that I don't forget about it later. But yeah. Sorry, I've missed a bunch of messages since I started doing that. Give me those 10 a.m. PQs every day? Yes. Derek understands what I'm talking about, dude. I played 2 to 3 Rake, and it's a pseudo spreading. Blues give Blaze Headlong Go again, and... oh, plus it gives Blaze Headlong Go again. Okay. If you're swinging by for Battle Hardened Kuala Lumpur, I'm definitely showing you for some good food as well as maybe teach you Filipino. Listen, I will learn all the languages I can learn. I'm all about it. Its sentence structure is closer to English. Okay, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I've been told by a lot of people that, like, English is the hardest language to learn in the whole world. That, like, it's just super difficult because of, like, how many things are mashed together into one language. Awkward hand to start. Blocking out the first soul hit was big. Ignite allowed us to go 3 wide after blocking with 3 cards for a good early tempo swing. Wrath turn was insane. Put Mason to 2. All right, I'm going to need more room. I've already ran out of room on my notes tab here. I'm going to have to expand my notes tab here a little bit so that it looks a little bit cleaner. All right, we got a couple good games against Mason there, which felt good. Thank you, Mason, for helping us test a little bit, man. That was... I always really enjoy the tough matchups. If anybody's playing Florian and they want some games into me tonight, yo, yell at your boy, because I'm just hanging out. Raking away kind of feels like arc lightning. Sad lightning noises, lol. Ash is always here hanging out, telling us we should be playing Acilio. I think we got to go second against this deck as much as it sucks. I goad terror, and they just left. Okay, interesting. As a former English teacher, I would say it's a top 3 in the world for sure. Yo, Cutie used to be an English teacher? That's kind of cool, dude. What made you stop, if you don't mind me asking? I don't think I have an Azuri sideboard plan. Why does everybody keep leaving? Play me! Daggers. Oh my god, the Coochie Monster's back from like Tuesday. Bro is back. We played this guy on like Monday or Tuesday. Breaking Point. Loyalty. No, God, no. Jesus. Shelters. The 7 defense reactions allow, or the 6 defense reactions allow us to play defense. Loyalty allows us to flip. Breaking point is phenomenal going second. I like this sideboard plan a lot. Or I'm sorry, we are going first, but I think it's still pretty good. So it's dagger, dagger, breaking point. Flick a dagger to get back. Yeah, I think we're just going to arsenal the loyalty beyond the grave, and then we're going to keep the breaking point in hand. Yo, Pockets, what's up, dude? I'm not telling you what to do. Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You're like spreading the good word of Acilio here. It's not like you're going door to door and knocking on people's houses. Like, you're just here in the chat, like, being a vibe with Acilio. And I gotta tell you, I'm here for it. I may or may not have bought some Acilio cards today. May or may not have bought some Acilio cards today. You boys got a problem. I took 2 years to go travel around, but had to come home before the gap in my resume got too big. I mean, to be fair, that's fair. Min-Max's version of Phi is actually really good. Hey, Sebastian, what's up, dude? You live in Oak Ridge? Yo, let's go, dude. Are you playing tomorrow? If you don't mind me asking, not trying to be like super nosy about your life or anything, but are you playing tomorrow? Or not tomorrow, Saturday. I'm getting my days confused. Good lord. Sigil of Brilliance shut up like crazy. I need 2 more. It is a little more expensive than I wanted it to be. Player in my LGS has been preaching the words of Acilio. I mean, I think that's kind of going around right now, right? I think there's quite a few people in the community who are just like, Acilio, Acilio. I mean, understandably though, right? Yo, 3 breaking points in 8 cards, and they draw a Blood Rush Bellow. Cry myself to sleep. Just saw the Guardian cards. The Guardian cards are actually pretty good. Guardian cards are actually pretty good, I think. Also, what about Engulfing Flame Wave? Did you try that already? Theorizing, it sounded so good. I've not tried it in this deck. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. That feels... I feel a little skeptical of that. We're just going to block 6. Like, we don't really have a hand that does anything, so we're probably just going to block and try to arsenal the display loyalty here. Just going to arsenal the display loyalty. Feels like the best play. Because I think they wanted to throw that Savage Beatdown at me. Oh, they might have drawn it and discarded it, though. Who knows? Oh, I was dying. I was praying. Your boy was praying they threw a pulping at us. Yo, are they like stream sniping me? Did my man just like register that and say, oh, he's got a bad hand? What do we do? This is terrible. What do we do? Do we attack with the dagger, pitching Burning Blade Dance, throw loyalty, flick it, gain a resource, get our daggers back? I think that's what we have to do, right? Like, this is going to be a quick game. We need to utilize it. Finally catching an aggro stream live for once. Yo, Douse, what's up, dude? It's a trap? What's a trap? I missed something. Oh, Engulfing Flame Wave's a trap? It sounds like Rose has tested quite a few cards. So, like, if there's someone's opinion that I would kind of just trust in the dark, she's on the list for sure. She is on the list. Oh, I bet they drew another Blood Rush Bellow. I bet that's what happened. Yeah, that actually makes sense. We are going to activate Chest. We're going to get our daggers back here. All right. Oh, God. I mean, this hand cooks. This hand does some cooking. Maybe not this much cooking. I don't want to take a bunch of damage, but... I don't know what else we're supposed to do. I need to get the car worked on. If I do, I won't be able to stay through the whole thing. Yeah. It's starting at 8 is pretty odd, I have to admit. It's a pretty late starting time. I think we're just going to block 7, and we're just going to Arsenal the Oath and just set up. Like, I know that we're losing our fealty here, but I think it just is what it is. Like, they've had 2 really aggressive turns in a row, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe they slow down a little bit here. Losing that fealty kind of sucks here. Because I got to tell you, this would be gas. We had a fealty or a brand with Cinderclaw. I mean, are we just blocking 11? We could block 8, take 5, throw 4, Arsenal Wrath. Is there any world we block 6? I don't think so, right? I think we just have to block like this. We're losing the race quickly here, but KO's just doing KO things right now. Also, us going first didn't help. Drawing like a little bit of a clunker there. I can't decide who should be favored in this matchup. I think Mask gives us the favor in this matchup, but this game definitely not for sure. Like, this game definitely not. This has been bad. Admittedly, Throw Dagger does feel pretty good. All right. I think we have to get back into the game right here. It feels bad, but we have to get back into the game. We also have to use Throw Dagger pretty aggressively here if we're going to, like, try to not get got by Scowling Fleshbag. We're probably going to end up falling down to, like, 5 here. Okay, we're going to go to 8, which is fine. Like, it is what it is. We're just going to have, like, a crazy good turn and get back here. But I don't think we're able to come back down 24. The Savage Beatdown was a pretty good one-card hand, but, I mean, it was a combination of things, really, because they went Blood Rush into Wild Ride, Wild Ride, Wild Ride. Or no, it was Wild Ride, Swing Big. And then they threw Savage Beatdown. So, I mean, they went 7, 6, and 8, so that's 21. Now, the Blood Rush admittedly was not that good. See, this sucks. I really needed to be able to utilize the Throw Dagger there instead of having to pitch it. I do not need a resource counter. There's no reason to have a resource here. I have to flick one of my daggers here. No, I can wait. I can wait. And then they give 1 card to stop Mask here. Yeah, KO's had a good game here. I 2-time watched the Prism matches. I mean, I think with, like, the rate that I was playing, I think he kind of had to, Dot. I think he kind of had to, brother. Again, we do not need a resource. From here, we're going to activate Syndra. And then we get to go Dagger, Flight Path Dagger. And the worst part is, like, we're just arsenaling a blue, which feels abhorrent. I mean, I guess technically we can make it work because we have a fealty. Yeah, we have a fealty in place, so like we can make it work, but we're going to pass on the resource here. We're going to lose both of our daggers. So this might be blocked with a couple of cards and then throw a dragon power. It's kind of kidding when I said that was going to be the play. I'd like to Arsenal the Shelter, but I think we might just be forced into playing it here. We do not have a great hand. Block. No, that's wrong, right? So we get to block 7, take 2, go to 6. And then we get to go fealty token, dragon power, activate Syndra, Arsenal, demonstrate devotion, I think is going to be the play. I think it's kind of our only choice at this point. I think we need to have a turn. Oh, no, I didn't take it in a bad way, brother. I didn't take it in a bad way at all. Did not take it in a bad way at all. I just meant, like, I was talking to chat a lot and, like, playing, like, the games kind of slowly, and, like, we were thinking through some of the turns, so there's definitely times when I think, like, my content can be best watched at 2 times speed or, like, time and a half, because I slow down and I start doing some other things, and we really start to, like, tank and think about some of the turns. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm someone who personally really likes to, like, I like for the game to go fast, because when I'm watching games, I normally decide pretty quickly what I'm doing with my turn, and I want to see what you're going to do with your turn. That's generally how I play games. I don't think there's a reason to flick here. We can just keep both of our daggers. We're just going to block 9 here. I am not going to activate Loyalty Beyond the Grave here. We're going to wait for another turn. Probably won't get much of a better hand. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I think we have to keep these 2 cards. Or if not, we're just blocking with everything this turn.
Let's freaking go.
I mean, I guess we can block here and throw this. Yo, Bruno, thank you for that sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot. Appreciate it a whole bunch. I mean, yo. Well played, opponent. Well played. This is revenge for our game the other night. Yeah, they had 16.86 over 7 turns. It's pretty good. Considering they got to throw a blood rush at us on like turn 1 was pretty solid there. Our opponent had a hot start, and we did our best to hang on, but KO did KO things. We went KO. We had to go first. We did lose. Op had 3 good turns to start. Wasn't able to recover much. KO went Unga Boonga. I can't remember who said that for the first time, but I remember like watching, like listening to an interview or like watching a stream and listening to somebody say that and me being like, bro, that's classic. And so I've just said it ever since. Yeah, the fact that they were on 3 massacres is wild. Ooh, this is a fun matchup. I think I have a sideboard plan for this one, but I don't remember what it is, so I'm gonna look over here on the side. Fang. It's definitely sound the alarms, shelters, and loyalties. I like it. Let's run it. We are going second, which is kind of nice. We're going to do our best to block as much as we can on the first turn. This hand, joke's on us. Doesn't block, big fella. Live gameplay, I don't mind the social aspect. Recordings, 1.5 speed. I actually think that's like a really smart way to think about it. Is that like you don't mind it as much when there is like the social aspect of like we're all talking and chatting. And to be fair, like that's really valid. Like I really like that. Wait, new matchup feels what? Like which new matchup? Are you talking about Syndra in the new? Maddie? How do I feel about the new Guardian cards? I think the new Guardian cards are cool. Some of them are definitely like only good in a Guardian mirror, but like could be like random tech pieces. The 3 for 7 is kind of cool. I don't know how much like realistic viability it has, but it's cool, right? The fact that they're on Kabuto is kind of like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Nah, we're not going to flick. There's no reason to. They're going to block Lay Dagger with the Dynamo, almost assuredly. As to be fair, I mean, I feel like they should. It's not bad. It's not bad. We will let them determine how the rest of this turn is going to play out. If they block this out, if they block this out, we're going to throw, display, loyalty, flick, arsenal this. If they let this hit, we might push mask. Interesting. Just had to test my patience, didn't you, opponent? Had to push it to see what I'm going to do. They're scaring me. One to keep their entire hand is genuinely frightening. Do they just have it like the sink here? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I would like to Arsenal, but this is on hit mask. Oh, I agree. Them playing Kabuto is a good choice. The fact that it stuffs Wrath is insane. Okay, so they did just have it. Okay. A higher level of patience for my opponent than I was expecting. We'll go daggers the wrong way because Martin's hanging out. We like Martin. Martin's cool. We are not going to equip that. I have to admit, that was a very high level of patience from, like, more than I've come to expect from a lot of my opponents on Talishar. Pitch Spreading Flames to dagger. Flick the other dagger for a resource. Demonstrate Devotion. Blood Runs Deep to flick the last dagger. Lava Burst. So we have a break point, and we have 2 flicks, and we get to go 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. It's a 4-card 13. We just have to no block the whole way. Just take the dagger attacks, and how many concealed blades is the... I mean, yeah, I'm on 1 concealed blade. Yeah, I think we're going to play this one out. Like, if they want to pitch their last card to attack, they can. I'm okay with that. I was like, they have 1 fealty, which means they're, like, not in the great boat. I don't think there's a better play here. I think we have to pitch the Spreading Flames, which feels so bad. I'm actually so okay with this. They are really getting aggressive with their equipment here. I gotta say, I don't know that I understand. We have no way to threaten mask here. Are we just supposed to equip daggers in Arsenal? It feels like yes. It feels like yes. Like, there's no reason in throwing this. I mean, unless they're going to, like, hit us with a Command and Conquer, it doesn't matter. Another interesting turn. Yeah, them giving that up would... I don't know that I agree with them giving up their headpiece on turn 3 like that. Alright, we can't let the second one come through. That's just crazy. That's just crazy talk. That's not crazy talk. This is crazy talk. God, I love SpongeBob. SpongeBob just speaks to me in my soul. So they get to do all the things here. We get to deny them the fealty token just by doing this. We might as well. There's no other cards in hand. Yeah, Kabuto's not bad. Yeah, them giving up the Kabuto that early is very interesting. I'm hoping that we can, like, really punish them for that decision. I think we have a pretty good line here. I really don't want to pitch Loyalty Beyond the Grave, but I think we have to, right? They're gonna block there, which is fine. I kind of planned for that, to be honest. I am not gonna gain a resource. I have no reason to. This demands card and chest if you want to stop Mask. Arguably 2 cards. So if we attack with the dagger, we're not gonna get Mask there. Like if I take that line, I had considered it. Because we could flick on Chain Link 2 and then get a resource, attack with the dagger. They block there, Mask is dead. Like, I don't know that I like that. I wanted to pressure Mask. I'm not saying that that's just wrong, but I wanted to pressure Mask there was the idea. Now, we immediately get punished because we draw the other Loyalty Beyond the Grave. Brand, hot on their heels, flick for this. So this is on hit mark me. I will block this. I'm going to force you to come over the top if you want this to hit. Like, again, if they're willing to, like, give up a point here, I'm okay with this. Because now, if they're going to attack me, they have to give up their last card. Am I giving up chest here? Like, I feel like giving them the third fealty here is so wrong. It just turns on so much of their deck, and I hate it. I personally like the loyalty potential when they get low because Fang doesn't want to block until 3 fealty. I mean, like, I understand blocking with something, but if we do, our hand does nothing. So, like, if I block 2, I'm just going to throw 3 and pass. And then we might as well have just given them this fealty anyway, right? It's kind of how it feels to me. Like, I don't... Man, I know that it feels bad not to block. It felt worse to block there than not to block. It makes them pitch 1 card. But, like, us giving up a card... I think we are going to use the resource here. I mean, this is forcing you to give me a card to stop Mask here. And with fealties online, it's probably fine, right? So we're up 6, and they only have access to 2 cards. All right, so their turn was pretty doo-doo anyway. I mean, I can live with that. That was a good exchange. That ended up working out for us, I think. I don't think Fang plays Kabuto at all. I'd be curious to know. I haven't talked to I I don't know, like, I know a lot of people that play Fang, but I feel like I don't know a lot of people that play Fang at the same time. I'm gonna flick now to make them think. I mean, I could pitch Shelter for this and then come in for 4. I don't think so, though, right? Shelter's just too good. I was kind of hoping they would block poorly by me doing that, and then we'd be able to set up a good turn. Pitch Dragon Power for Dagger. I think Sound the Alarm just, like, bailed us out here, right? If you're not playing Kabuto, you're doing something wrong as Warrior? Interesting. Cracking a Fealty here to play a card is good for us. I'm gonna wait and, like, stop whatever they have to do to, like, mark us or something. Wait, actually, I'm sorry, opponent. I need to block with a card from hand. I mean, they might say no. I don't know. If they do, they do. You know, it is what it is. Ah, shoot. Oh, well. I will live and learn better next time. So this makes a fealty token. Yeah, see, I wish I would have blocked with the stab wound here. It's just a bad play on my part. I mean, maybe they attack me with a 0 for 4 and I get to block anyway. I do feel like a finalized version of Syndra will be a list like running 6 to 12 blues. I mean, I get it. Like, I don't feel like I found the right list yet. I feel like I'm continuing to work on the right list, like, as we play every single night. Crack a fealty token, Art of the Dragonfire. This comes in for 5. I like this because our opponent's at 11. We're going to go ahead and give this go again. I know I can wait till the damage step, and I should have, but... So, spend 1 to attack, flick, spend 1 to get the daggers back. Put Loyalty from Beyond the Grave on top of our deck. What was their hand? They had a Sink Below, a Relentless Pursuit, Glint, and Blistering Blade, so their hand's not the best. Works for me. But I do agree that I think that there's like going to be a very, very, very popular, very powerful list. That is like a very powerful Syndra list once it's finalized. I just don't think we found it yet. I'm not going to use Vest. There's no reason to. With our opponent down to 5, we have to consider the possibility of blocking with Mask of Momentum. But my one concern is that, like, they are playing copies of Sigil of Solace, which we've only seen 1 of so far. Our hand's pretty solid. I think I'm willing to just take this. They know we have the Loyalty Beyond the Grave, and I'm really only interested in blocking with it if I feel like I have to. Like, I'll go to 9 to Arsenal this. Hopefully there's no crazy follow-up here. So they played the sink below. They did sink a card. So it's going to be Rising Resentment, Burning Blade Dance, Flick a Dagger, Gain a Resource, Demonstrate Devotion. Dude, so I'm going to be honest, Antonio, I was not on, I mean, I guess we just do this here, right, to keep it alive. I was not on Sound the Alarm at first. That actually came from Dot, who hangs out in chat. Him and I have, like, done, like, a lot of, like, testing and playing games together. We practiced together quite a bit for PT London, and Sound the Alarm tech was his idea, and it's been amazing. I'm worried the extra card doesn't do enough for us, Pockets. Like, that's my concern, because we already have a really good hand that's gonna force multiple cards here and, like, put them weak. So, like, they have to block at minimum with Dynamos, and then they go to 1 and we're, like, they're just dead next turn. But, like, I think our hand is really good, and it forced enough damage already. And now, if we draw a hand that we feel like is the nail in the coffin, with them being at 4, we can just go ahead and use the Loyalty Beyond the Grave to block even a dagger for 1, and then we can finish them off. Like, this is a good hand where I'm going to use Loyalty Beyond the Grave to bail me out here. Going to use it on the second attack, though. Hunts in, bumps this up to 9. Which they pitched one early, and then they just blocked with one a minute ago. Like, we're over blocking here, but it's protection. So I would like to Ignite into Sound the Alarm. I just don't think it's viable this turn. So it's going to be Ignite, Dagger, Hot on Their Heels, Blaze, Flick a Dagger, Lava Burst. Like, we just win the game this turn. There's no world we don't win the game this turn. Going second was a big piece of this game. Yeah, this hand's wildly powerful. Especially, like, drawing the Ignite solved so many problems here. Now, to be fair, like, our hand was already good. But, like, Ignite just solved the problem. I can't just get to a 45% win rate on Talishar or Slippy. Even bad matchups like Jarl, Mario, Vincent, I think are decent. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, there's definitely a world where, like, you can just skill gap people, right? I firmly believe that about almost any deck. This is 2 cards or a defense reaction. Defense reaction it is. Does pitching Sound the Alarm to Kunai just win if this isn't a defense reaction? It does, right? Because it takes every card out of their hand? Nah, we'll just play it safe. We'll set up Sound for next turn. There's no reason not to. Yep, we're going to Flick. Put our opponent to 1. We're going to activate Syndra to get our dagger back, and then the 1 comes across and we close out the game here. Yeah, all right. So that game felt pretty good. It, like, felt a little weird at times, and I definitely understand why Pockets made the comment that we should block there. But I don't know. Like, it ended up working out. It just, like, so that hand was 0 for 3, 0 for 3, Flick a Dagger into Demonstrate Devotion. If I give up one of the 0 for 3s, my hand was like 3 go again, right? I mean, I guess I could have went 0 for 3, flicked. I'll have to go back and look at that to see. Because if I can block to deny them a fealty, throw 7, or throw... yeah, because I need the arsenal. I'm not threatening Mask that way. So I'm going to have to go... I also would have had no daggers if I blocked for the following turn, which would have been really bad. So me playing out that hand and attacking allowed me to go 10 points plus 1 from the flick is 11, plus get my daggers back for the following turn, which I feel like was pretty good. Putting its Fang, we did go second. We got the win. Sound the Alarm continues to be insane against Fang. Lined up a loyalty block and draw to close it out. All right. Well, we're 3-1. Our one loss was to... I have forgotten what we lost to. I can't remember what we lost to. I'm sure somebody was gonna... I'm sure somebody remembers what we lost to. Oh, KO. We lost to KO. Yeah. We lost to KO. I actually really want to play this match because I want to know how this goes. I've been told this is a matchup where we need links. So I think this is Breaking Point, Sound the Alarm, and then maybe there's some weird world where we like run Blanches as 3-for-7s. Is there any world we're discarding Shelter? It pitches 1, or it can randomly prevent damage on the combo turn? I don't know. I'm currently 4-0 into Kano. What are you running? Are you running like Spell Void 2 like we are? Or like what are you on, Dot? Truly don't know what's correct here. First time I've played this matchup. Now we're going second. I don't get the logic behind links into Kano. Is it just for an extra lava burst or maybe salt? I think that's the idea behind it. I think that's the idea, Antonio. We played against a Mario on Tuesday or Monday, I think. I think we beat a Mario on Monday, if I remember correctly. We might not have. I can go back and look. But if we've played 1 or 0, it has definitely not been a lot. I will be discarding Shelter to prevent damage here. I went 2 cards on the bottom there off the gaze. Aw, the Will of Arcana is really good there. We'll turn this off and turn it back on when we want to use it for something. Kano and it's not me, sad, lol. Listen at this guy, bro. Listen at this guy. Wow. Double gaze in 1 turn's wild. They're chewing through a lot of their deck right now, which is not good for us. 2 cards on top. Okay. So this is going to be for 3. Feels like we might as well. And then we'll take 2. They do get to opt, but at least it's something, right? I hate that we can't throw this. At least the way we want. We'll use the Ignite here. Try to get a little aggressive. Gonna take 2. Okay. This is 3 on-hit mask, which could matter. Not to them, it appears. Okay. I mean, it's actually insane for us, right? It's like actually just the best draw in the world. I assumed he would be potion hunting there, Martin. Like, I assume that's what what my opponent was going for. I'm 2-1 into Mario on my all reds, but 0-3 into Slippy. I feel like Slippy is the bane of my existence. So Antonio was saying that earlier. I feel like when I play 3, I always end up drawing 2. Draw it off Mask or draw it off Equipment, Empowerment, or Throw. So I have to say there has been a couple, 2 cards on top. There has been a couple of times when we've had 2 in hand and I've kind of just blocked with 1 or something and it's just felt really awkward. That has happened. I mean, I don't know if they're just going to like try and kill me or what here. Because we're just going to come in like for 7. I mean, our opponent let us draw into the brand, which was crazy. You have to go second into Slippy and draw well. I mean, you want to go second into a lot of decks, right? Like, is the matchup just that bad? Now you guys got me curious to know if it's just honestly that bad. So are you on Lantern and are you on Lantern and Spell Void legs here, Dot? Well, the good news is that after a turn like that, if we're alive, we get to pressure them for lethal next turn. You are? Okay. I'm very surprised my opponent's just willing to let the turn end. Oh, okay, they're not. I was like, yeah, I just assumed they were going to go for it earlier. Like, they know I'm out of cards. There's nothing I'm doing here. This is going to be Ether Flare for 2 to put us to 36. Sure. Okay. I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, I guess every chip point matters, right? They're just going to try and kill us now. I probably would have waited. See what all I do this turn. It's a race, but the disruption hurts. Slippy is Syndra with disruption. Okay. I mean, I guess that's fair. That makes sense. Feels like way less damage than us, but like more disruption, less damage is the idea. Slippy, it feels mandatory. You can recover from first into other assassins or other aggro decks, but Slippy. I mean, we'll turn this on just in case. Like, one of the things that I don't like about the Syndra deck, and I've said this about a lot of aggro decks or just decks in general I've played in the past, is that I don't like when we're just playing decks that say, oh, if you have it, you have it. Now, admittedly, playing Victor was like that, but there wasn't a lot of Kano running around during that time because decks were keeping it in check. So, I don't know. Like, having AB or having Spell Void 2 seems pretty good. My opponent hitting Potion is actually scary bad for us here, because it means that that red Open the Floodgates is about to go ham. They're going to pitch to Crucible. Play Kindle. Insane. Never didn't have it, boys. Okay, so they're going to go Gaze the Ages, Potion. I guess they're not going to do that. I don't know how they're going to play this. Okay. Yeah, you get to opt 2, which doesn't really matter because you have your cards in a specific order. Kano is too reliant on top deck here, and then it's just dead to your stuff. I mean, yeah, but if he top decks it, we're just dead, right? And that's always the feels bad that I have. Best thing I found is just to try to eat the disruption and throw strong 2-card hands, then eventually get a turn where I don't get disrupted and throw a strong 4-card hand and swing the lead in my favor. It's something good that I'll keep in mind. I do appreciate you sharing that with me, Antonio. Yeah. I mean, to play this, How's there a card in their hand? Oh, the gaze. No, they just pitched the gaze. Am I missing something? Like, we just stuffed this and they draw nothing. And now we win. All right. I mean, I think they realized they had to go off or die was the plan there. So Syndra can realistically just force you to turn 2 have it. Ow. Because now they're just super dead, right? Oh, they had double gaze? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, good catch. Good catch, Dot. How does Kano versus Kano work? Is it whoever starts combo first loses? I imagine that if you combo first and you don't kill them, you just lose, right?
You love to see it.
Yo, Dov, Dave with no E. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot. Guys, by the way, if you're new for the first, if you're new to the channel, you're here for the first time, whatever your story is, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. Yeah, so I am not 3-4-1. I am 4-1. Kano Mirror is 6 EPOT activations on the stack. That sounds terrible. Yo, Kadan Made? Hope I said that right. Kadan Made. Yo, what's up, dude? Hope I said that right. I'm sure I did not. In fact, I have a lot of faith that I did not say that correctly. All right, let's see. When opponent went for combo on turn 3 and didn't have it, we used SV to stuff their draw off. I'm just gonna put their draw. I can't remember what that card's called, so I'm just gonna put their draw because I feel like that's essentially what happened here. I don't know. I'd be down to play against an assassin for sure. What's up, Sean? I'd be down to play against an assassin. We got an assassin over here. Let's play against Slippy. Let's look for an assassin game. I will wait a moment to try and refresh and find an assassin game. Just ordered my Acilio deck. Yo, let's go. I love that. I actually bought some Acilio cards that I need. All right, here's a Mario. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Taylor. You would have lived if you had AV1 and Spell Void 1 too? Yeah, that makes sense. Your Syndra games are fire? Yo, dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. I think I have a Slippy matchup guide. I have to check here. Let me flip over here and look. I do have a Slippy matchup guide. So we want sound the alarms and all of our defense reactions just like we do against Fang. And we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see how this plays out. Yep, that's the plan. What is his hand? This will be on Blue Sky later. That's super interesting hand. Uh-oh. It's TVMA versus TVAO. Wait, what? Came to Fab because jaded from MTG blue-black stuff and the constant aim at Commander. Best hot dog Frank toppings is sauteed onions and barbecue sauce. I think you might be the first person to say barbecue sauce, dude. I kind of like that one, though. I kind of like that one, dude. I like that a lot. Well, dude, Sebastian, thanks for hanging out with us. Glad you're here with us, man. I appreciate you coming by and chilling tonight. So the real question is, do we throw 3, flick, get our dagger back, or do we throw 4, flick, don't get a dagger, arsenal with consistency? It's probably just consistency, right? Oh, UB is Universes Beyond? Okay, see, dude, in my head, like, UB just means blue-black. That's, like, how long it's been since I played Magic, fam. Well, we'll push through a point of damage here. Haha, got him. We will not gain a resource. We will set up with the old arsenal here. This hand's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we'll take 5. It's fine. Like, it is what it is, right? Wonder why he flicked a dagger. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Ew. Gross. Get away from me with that trash, bro. So we can go... Would really like to be able to block 4 here. Is there any world that we block Stab Wound Lava Burst and we go Rising Resentment, Brand, Art of the Dragon Blood, flick to get our daggers back? Feels like we need this, right? Or maybe we're supposed to block Brand and Art of the Dragon Blood? No, that's not right. I don't think that's right. I think we're supposed to block like this. Man, it feels bad, but is there any world that we block with Stab Wound and Brand? And then, or Blood, and then our hand is Rising Resentment. No, none of it works here. UB still means blue-black. I mean, listen, that is like where my head goes when I hear UB and we're talking about Magic. I just think of blue-black. So let me like really test your all's like knowledge of like card games here. Like if you guys have played a lot of Magic back in the day, who knows what junk is? Like when you refer to Magic colors, who knows what junk is if they've been playing Magic for a long time? Because it wasn't always called what it is today. It's a 3-color scheme, but it used to be called junk back in the day. Yeah, Andres, JJ. White, green, and black, now referred to as Abzan. Yo, the amount of people saying Jund is surprising to me. I gotta admit, man. I was not expecting everybody to think that it was Jund. Junk Reanimator? Somebody knows what's up, dude. Somebody knows what's up. Yeah, I know junk as Abzan before Abzan was a thing. RTR was peak MTG. I don't hate that take. I think a lot of people would agree with that, to be honest. Just giving us the mask here. I mean, I think if like just gonna let us have the 4 damage, we should take it, right? I think that's the play. Is that like if we're just gonna get to have the 4 damage, we can just have the 4 damage. No blocks here. All the way to the moon, baby. All the way to the moon. Yep. No, he got a red. Sag. We're going to go sound the alarm. And we're going to get a loyalty beyond the grave. And we're going to set this up. Now, what was in Taylor's hand? Just a Nick, Art of Desire Mind, Codex of Frailty. Art, Nick, Codex. So there's an Art and a Codex in hand. I don't think we're supposed to flick here. That was wrong. I was supposed to play the one from hand. That was bad. Yeah, that was a mistake. What's your wild ban take for 19th? My wild ban take is that they're going to do nothing. Is it Lava Burst? Or is it Art of the Dragon Blood? So it's Oath, Brand, Art of the Dragon Blood. Do we just block 3, throw... No, right? Man. I think we're supposed to, as weird as it feels. I don't think I'm supposed to draw here. I'd like to, but I don't think I'm supposed to. My ban take is the second biggest banning just behind the book burning. Yo. We could have actually, knowing that they were going to attack me, knowing what he got, Trent's right. I should have gotten Sound the Alarm and just sent it again and got a 0 for 4. Yeah, that would have been so much better. And then I have a Shelter in hand. Yeah, that was like real bag none play right there. Now we're just going to pass. Yeah, Trent's right. That would have been way better. That was actually like wildly stupid. Yeah, that was, God, that was so stupid. Thanks for pointing that out, Trent. I appreciate it, buddy. They did announce the ban list, so like, yeah, they're gonna ban something. Scepter is currently my like crazy take, quote unquote. Scepter of Pain or whatever it's called is currently my crazy take. Somebody was talking about, like, people were talking about Rootbound Carapace earlier, and I think we're just a little too lost in the sauce for that one. Like, Rootbound Carapace is, like, the namesake of the deck. You can't ban that card, in my opinion. Oh, you got a blue, get wrecked. Let's go. You got nothing, Taylor. You got nothing. Okay, 19. Let's go. My turn. We are definitely going to do the loyalty this turn. Ah! God, this is crazy. Ah, yes, baby. Let's go. Drew said, wax this man's head, brother. Oh, you think they banned Snapdragon Scalers? All right. Dot, what do you know that I don't, dude? What do you know that I don't? Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose. What do you know that I don't? Don't trust me. Jay loves to touch me, woo. Dude, Don't Trust a Hoe by 303 was on in the car earlier, and like, I hate to flick a dagger here because we're losing points, right? If we flick to keep the chain alive. Or the other option is we play the throw dagger here, which I don't know if that's correct or not. I can go dagger, hot on their heels, flick, activate dagger, dagger, which is 2, 4, 6, 7. Or we flick here, and then we come in for 4, and then play from there with the throw dagger. I think that's fine. Yo, Sebastian, thank you for the sub on YouTube, man. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot. I think we're going to flick now. Do we gain a resource here and play the throw dagger to draw a card? It's just yes, right? Yeah. All right, this is 4. Air Goodman coming at you. You think Spark of Genius is a hit? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy talk, brother. I mean, we'll let it happen, right? There's no reason to do anything. Gives me Mask. Dude. Somebody call Taylor. Somebody call an ambulance. But not for me! Oh, this is so good. And we create a fealty token here. This costs nothing. Bananas. I'm going to eat my Sparks if they ban them. I don't think they're going to ban Spark of Genius. Why would they ban Spark of Genius? Dash is doing nothing to nobody. Nothing to nobody. Actually, Dashio's in a really good spot right now. Sing the Shush Girl part. Go ahead. Wait, what? Shush Girl part? What are you talking about? Oh, no, dude. We're not singing the, like, weird rapey part of the song, dude. Come on now. We've already activated Syndra, right? Is this worth 2 more points? We have to Arsenal this, right? I mean, I could have gained a resource, thrown this. Actually, I can throw this, flight path this, and then throw it, and we get 5 more points here. It's actually not bad, right? The boots are really good. We can flight path later, though, right? 3 of a kind getting banned would kind of surprise me. Because you can, like, retroactively do this backwards, is what I was told, if it's coded correctly. Oh, shit. Is there any way that we can go back to this? I'm gonna see if Taylor will let me undo here. He may not. So when I play that, I need to activate boots with it on the stack and then throw this. I needed to activate boots with ignite trigger on stack. I don't think we can go back that far, though. All right, so I'm just going to pass here. Oh. Taylor didn't have to do that, but Taylor's always a good sport, man. Like, I appreciate Taylor wanting to play the best game possible. So it would be 9, right? If he has the Justinic, because Justinic takes this to 6. Justinic takes this to 6, and then Flick and Snaps takes this to 9. So if it's not Justinic, he can buff it to 4/7, which means blocking like this actually matters. If it's Justinic, it doesn't matter. He's at 6, so I'm okay giving up Mask here. Taylor's just happy to just eat like my cards here. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame him. It's free real estate. Like, he just took Mask off of me and Arsenal to card here. This turn's insane. This turn's insane. Because we get to go Oath, Ignite, Crack the Fealty Token, Art of the Dragonfire. So we have to go Ignite. The trigger hits the stack, Crack the Fealty Token. We're not going to make the same mistake we did last turn. I appreciate Taylor being a G. Yo. Holy cow. I was 30. Yo, Taylor cracks me up, dude. We were 30 kinds of dead if he got to his turn, by the way. I mean, 30 kinds of dead. 30 kinds of dead, bro, if Taylor got to his turn. I mean, I don't know how to tell you how dead we were, other than just saying we were dead. Like, we were so fucked if Taylor got to keep that hand, bro. Mario, we went second, which was a big part of that. Or did we go first? No, yeah, we had to go first because we were attacking on the first turn of the game. We did get to win. Need to be better about Ignite and using cards and using effects with trigger on the stack. Really, if I can type powerful draws with 2 to 3 card hands. I mean, yeah, the fact that we were able to go like 8 or 9 wide one turn was like kind of nuts, actually. I don't have the deck anymore. Hang on. He wants to touch me, woo! Oh, it covers the chat? Oh, so Taylor told me I'm off the podcast, which is like an inside joke between me and Taylor, so Taylor, dude, Taylor's so funny. He cracks me up so much. All right, so we're going to go shelters, sound the alarms, and loyalties just like we did. It seemed to work pretty well right there. We'll try it again against a different Mario and see if we can have the same level of success here. Kind of wish we were going first. This hand just like is so good. It's so good. So good. We're playing against Mario. We get to go second this time. Our opponent's clearly going to try and like mark us here. They might flick here. They might flick if they think it's worth. We're going to block here because I would like to keep the blue into spreading flames if I can. Yeah, they flick. Come over the top of the scar tissue would be solid. No? I will block the Chelicera to deny them the draw. Like, I'm not just going to give them a free card here. Yeah, I know, right, Sam? I know. Can you send me the link for the deck to do some testing? If you're talking about me, !deck in the chat, and you can play the deck anytime you would like. Oath, Blaze Headlong. We can't play the sound the alarm. Man, that feels bad. Is there any world we can play the sound the alarm and not screw ourselves? Hang on, hang on. 4, 5, 9. We could also just like play Throw Dagger if we wanted to. No, we can't play Throw Dagger because of Oath. Jesus, Oath makes these hands so weird. So I think we're just going to go Oath. If they block this for 4, we're going to go Dagger, Dagger. We're going to Arsenal to sound the alarm. I think that's like kind of the window we've like, that's kind of just where we're presented right now. I don't think we have many other options right now, unfortunately. How do you like my face to foot style Kano? Magenta, was that you? Did we just play a minute ago? I don't know. We forced you to go for it on turn 2, which was pretty good for me, I think. Yo, Sal5565, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time or you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new, and they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. We will hit with the old flick dagger for an extra point of damage. And then we're going to go ahead and throw the other dagger. Just leak a point. Pretty clear they want to keep as many cards as they can this turn. We're going to get 1 dagger back. Man, a fealty token would go hard this turn. Hard. Arsenal, sound the alarm. Draw a hand that just like, chef's kiss. Beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. How do you feel about Kano in this meta? I mean, I think Kano can snipe a ProQuest at any time, especially now that like Shock Charmer's out of the format. I think you have a lot better chance. My name is Sal. I got into Flesh and Blood through a TCC Learn to Play, and my favorite hot dog topping is baked beans. Baked beans on a hot dog is gas, dude. I'm here for that. Well, Sal, if you're... ooh, this is awkward. It's a blowout if they have anything else. Oh, actually, they just have the Black Widow, right? Shoo! Oh, anyway, before we block, Sal, welcome to the channel, man. I'm glad you're playing Flesh and Blood. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, brother. Happy to have you. Everybody said, literally, gas. I mean, this is just +3, right? Are we just supposed to say no blocks and just let them take some cards here? Man. What are the odds we just block 7 and throw 4 at them? Just to nix a blowout, but I think we're supposed to throw 7 at them. We get to throw 7, offer 4 back, and then just set up and play a better turn, I think. We've gotten their headpiece out of the way, and it's only turn 3, so I think this is okay. I just lost on turn 3 to a Kano who 40 owed me. I mean, listen. Wait, 40 owed you? You mean 30? Like he was at 30, I assume is what you mean? That or like your Kano opponent is on some sauce. Sauce. So it's Ignite, Spreading Flames, Ignite, Dagger, Loyalty. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flick, gain a resource, activate this, and come in for an extra one. Have you tried Prowess of Agility in Syndra? I have not. I have not tried that. His final hit was 28 damage. Yo, that's actually crazy, cutie. That's wild. This turn's insane. And we get to like do some sound the alarm nonsense with the fealty token. So we're probably just gonna say no blocks to the moon this turn unless they like hit us with massive disruption. Yo, what's up, Josh? Don't trust a hoe, don't trust me. Tell your boyfriend that if he's got beef, that I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him. Touch me, woo! What are the odds? What are the odds they hit a blue here, right? Are we supposed to just no block this or block with an Ignite? We block with Ignite. We go Ignite, Dagger, Display Loyalty, flick for a resource, throw 5 Arsenal Spreading Flames. If they have something to come over the top, which they likely do, it's a blowout. Ugh. It's so bad. They get a Shelter and a Birding Blade Dance. So they only got 1 action card, which is kind of nice. I haven't really tried it, and I'm going to be honest, I'm worried it's kind of a trap. Okay, dude. Okay, brother. Took the other Ignite from my hand. I mean, to be fair, it just makes sense, right? This is awkward. Because I don't want to give them an extra card. Like, we want to deny them an Arsenal, but they've managed to put together 2 really good turns of pressure with, honestly, having back-to-back Persuasive Prognosis is really big. Because there's a lot of cards like that I just don't give a shit about in their deck. Like this, most of the time I don't give a shit about this card, but like we have to give a shit right here. Man, I mean, if we say no blocks, like our hand's fine, not very good, but fine, right? Sound the alarm. Do we have a loyalty yet? We do not, but we can search for one. We'll put a loyalty on top. They have a to the point shred, and a codex. Is that double 3-pump? That dagger? Yeah. So they're just gonna attack. Pump the. They're gonna hit me with this. And then they're gonna codex to leave no witnesses. Or was that last game? That was last game. They don't have a leave no witnesses right now. Oh man. So it's gonna go to 7. Yeah. I guess we take this. Yep. Codex is not great, but it is what it is. Liquefy is kind of spicy, to be honest. Have you tried pouncing links into tanky matchups? I haven't given it too much thought, Bruno, but it does seem pretty good. Is there any world we just want another sound the alarm? Or are we better off to just get like a Blaze Headlong as a 0 for 4? I don't like letting them flip, but I don't think we have a better option here. So we get to do loyalty stuff, which is cool. So we're setting up like a higher ceiling. They flip into funnel web. Yeah, or no, this is the arsenal one. This actually matters. It's better than nothing, right? We're just gonna throw this for 3. It sucks, but do you get all these cards at G2K? Hey, dude, Shaken, what's up, buddy? G2K is not a term I hear thrown around very often. G2K actually does not sell Flesh and Blood. It's very disappointing. I have went by multiple times and tried to talk to the guy that manages it, and I would love for them to carry Flesh and Blood, but I just cannot get them to really get into it. Now, they have told me that they're looking to get Flesh and Blood, like maybe next year sometime, but I just, man, like, I would love for there to be another store to buy singles at. But no, unfortunately not. What matchup would you want to run Liquefy into, Pockets? Like, I kind of like the idea of it, but like, what would you want to run it into is my question. Yeah, next year is what I've been told. I was hoping they were going to get some product from this set, like they were going to get high C's. I don't know. My Kano and my PQ Kano lost with opponent at 1 life, 1 resource floating, and he got greedy and didn't amp with gloves. And hit one of his 2 remaining Kindles with hero ability. Yo, that sucks. That's a feels bad. Think we're just going to block like this and try to arsenal this. Yeah, I mean, that sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it. Here in PR, stores are finally taking in Fab. I mean, that's good, though. Like, I'm glad to hear that they are. We'll take 1. I guess they can give this +4, right? Yeah. They can. I mean, I don't have a heart in my arsenal, so this is just +3. Yo, Incision's hot, dude. They're on a lot of dagger pumps. I kind of like the deck they're playing. This is pretty solid. Pretty solid. If you bring G2K 24 Dualcaster Mages and 24 Felden of the third pass, I immediately know who this is. They will give you their own Flesh and Blood. Dude. Tanner, what is up, dude? How are you, brother? There is no other human being in the world I know that would drive to Roanoke just to make that much money in a day. I mean, to be fair, you guys did make a killing that day. You and, I can't remember his name. I cannot remember his name. Him and his wife used to play Magic back in the day. Jeremiah, I think you guys went together. Jeremiah was his name. But yeah, dude. Tanner, what's up, brother? Hope you've been doing well, man. I don't think we're going to get rid of the loyalties here. I think we're just going to have to, like, take the fact that, like, we're down bad on the chin right now and try to find a turn to get back into it. It was you and Adam. Okay, that makes sense. Dude, Adam? I haven't seen Adam in forever, man. I know he stopped playing after a while. I haven't seen Adam in a while, man. To be fair, I don't really talk to anybody much anymore from the Magic days. It's kind of sad. Kind of miss hanging out with everybody. Hey, if it isn't my lovely wife lurking. Carly's actually in, Carly went back to Blacksburg, to hang out with some of her friends. They're going to a, so for anybody who does not know, Carly and I went and saw Metallica last night at Lane Stadium, which is like Virginia Tech Stadium. And I got to tell you, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. But Carly went back and they're seeing Coheed and Cambria on Saturday. And so she's hanging out with some of her friends right now. Yeah, I think we just got to take this. Doing great. You popped up on my recommended, so I had to click. Dude, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. We don't really either. I mean, yeah, I was like, yeah, it's just tough, man. I was like, I feel like every now and again, like I talk to like Jordan and Miranda and like the group chat, and that's like about it, dude. That's about all I talk to people anymore, man. I don't know what pump you could play that counts on this. Toxin? No? I don't think there's a pump that works here. I'm sure there is, and I'm just not thinking of it. So we block Lava Burst, Burning Blade Dance, and then we get to go Dagger, Blood Runs Deep. What if I was to block Blood Runs Deep and Lava Burst here, and then go Dagger, Burning Blade Dance? If it doesn't hit, flick the Dagger, get them back. I could always throw the 1 for 5 if I needed to, right? I think Burning Blade Dance probably has like potential higher upside here. That's tough. I mean, yeah, the shred's pretty bad for us there. Everybody in the chat immediately said shred. Oh, hey, Miranda's here too. Dude, what's up, guys? I feel like I never see you guys anymore. I mean, to be fair, like, I don't know when I would ever run into you guys. I think we have to loyalty here. I think we have to loyalty here and hope it's good enough. But to be fair, like, this isn't bad, but, like, this isn't gonna, like, bring back the 17-point life gap here. I wonder if there's any world where we just go Dagger. We're not going to resource here. We're going to throw Burning Blade Dance. And then if Burning Blade Dance doesn't hit, we're going to hit with Flick Knives. We're going to get both of our daggers back. And we're going to try to set up a 5-card hand. I don't really think there's a 5-card hand that we can draw that's going to get us back into this game. We're down so bad right now, but maybe we do. I don't know. That would require us to leave the house. I'm not going to lie. I felt that spiritually. Like, so Carly and I just hang out at home all the time. Like, we hate leaving the house. Like, we stay at home as much as we can. So I completely get it. I completely get it. Carly has great... Dude, Martin, so you like Coheed and Cambria? I'm going to be honest. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. Like, Carly telling me about it, like, I could, like, I don't know. Like, I see you liking Coheed and Cambria. I mean, we're just no blocking this and praying they don't have double pump here, right? We have to no block to get back into this game. Do we need our vest? Does blocking vest save us? Double pump would be 9. We would take 8, and then we would die anyway. So we can't beat double pump here unless we're willing to give up mask. I think we just have to say F it, we ball, and hope it's not there. I think that's our only choice. I think that's our only out, actually, here. Okay, so they're using flick knives to give this go again. And then that's lethal. Yeah. Not much I can do about that. I don't think, like, we were in a bad spot that game. This is one of those ones. Oh, and they had to leave no witnesses. Bro, we were cooked. We were cooked that game, dude. That was tough. I think this is one of those matchups I'm going to have to go back and review because that one felt really bad. Oh, I didn't even see Carly said, I miss you. I miss you too, baby. I'm sorry. I did not see that you said that. I miss you too, baby. And then she said, oh, fuck myself right away. I've listened to Coheed and Cambria since Blood Red Summer was on the PSP demo disc that came with the handheld on release. Okay, so I have to say, like, I'd never really heard of Coheed and Cambria. Carly told me that, like, I would probably know some of their songs, but I did not, like, when she was telling me about this, I was like, no, I don't know who that is. I was like, you guys go have fun. But I have to admit, man, like, let's see really quick. Felt behind all game review to see where extra points could be won. But yeah, so we went and saw Metallica at Lane Stadium last night, which is like where Virginia Tech plays. And dude, I mean, I told Carly last night, I never need to see Metallica again. It was the first time I ever saw them, and they were amazing. But like seeing them in Lane Stadium was peak. There is nothing else after that for me, like seeing Metallica anywhere. And I have to say, like, Metallica is one of those bands that I love. I've loved Metallica since I was a kid. My dad listened to a lot of Metallica as a kid, so like now as an adult, like I listened to a lot of Metallica, and it was one of the few concerts I've been to where I knew almost every word to every song. There was a couple songs I didn't know from like their 72 Seasons album I haven't gotten to listen to a lot, but yeah. I heard of them on Rock Band way back in the Bay. To be fair, I have a very wild music taste. I mean, Carly's music taste is kind of all over the place as well. So, like, is the camera, like, trying to adjust? Did I forget to turn that off? Yo, has it been doing that all night? My bad, guys. It's not supposed to do that. I thought I fixed that at the beginning, but I guess I didn't. My bad. Trent said, I miss you, don't worry. As long as we aren't left alone with Zach, I'm good. Dude, y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me, man. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate y'all for being here. 5-2, I do think that for what it's worth, and we'll flip over here for just a second, I do think that this is the 80 I'm going to play this weekend. The list has felt pretty good. Sound the Alarm is very good in certain matchups. Breaking Point has yet to really stand out to me. We've had a couple of games where it's been okay, but like nothing's really stood out to me. It's been insane. I keep hoping we're going to get the Wrath and Spreading Flames turn, but we haven't yet. So I don't know. It's just kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, anyway, any hoozle, as they say. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys for being here. Remember, no stream tomorrow. Probably no streams this weekend, just because of all the stuff going on. Mother's Day on Sunday, playing cards on Saturday, so probably no streams this weekend. We will be back on Monday, hanging out, playing some cards. Hopefully we got a fun stream coming for you guys next weekend. Going to be Fang related. Not next weekend, next week. It's going to be Fang related. I'm trying to set that up now. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and I will see you guys next week. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of